To celebrate their 8th anniversary, Xiaomi skipped the Mi 7 and launched the Mi 8. With this phone, the Mi series base principles are entirely eliminated. The Mi 8 has pretty much nothing to do with its predecessors. Now the question is if this is good or bad. Well, let's check it out. The Xiaomi Mi 8 was provided by CACT Shop for this review. You can find a link to the shop down in the video description. Compared to the Mi 6, design has changed a lot on the Mi 8. The fingerprint scanner has been moved to the back and the camera module looks entirely different as well. But also some less obvious things changed. The metal frame now got a matte instead of a glossy finish, and it is less curved than on the Mi 6. In addition, the curve of the 3D glass on the rear got slightly reduced as well. All in all, and that is of course a purely subjective rating, the Mi 8 does look nice, but it is a rather simple and straightforward design that in my opinion isn't as beautiful as the Xiaomi Mi 6, which I personally loved the design of. Something a lot of Mi fans might be disturbed by is the size. Until the Mi 6, the Mi series was known for high-end phones with small screens and a compact form factor. This has changed now. The Mi 8 packs a 6.21-inch screen, and the slim bezels don't change anything about the fact that with 154.9 by 14.8 mm, the Mi 8 got huge. Talking display, the Mi 8 packs an AMOLED display, which is a first for this device range. The panel they use is really good and offers vivid but natural colors that you can even adjust to your personal preference. Sharpness looks good as well, and unlike lots of other AMOLED screens, there is no graininess in the picture. In addition, the maximum brightness of this screen is great, with up to 600 nits that ensure a great outdoor readability even under direct sunlight. The touchscreen is based on a 10-point unit and reacts absolutely fast and precise to touches. The front and rear glass is Gorilla Glass 5, which offers high durability. If you don't like protective covers and tempered glasses, you can well live without those if you take a bit of care. There is just one thing I personally am disturbed by, and that's the notch. I am not a person who generally dislikes notches, but this one is too much. It's just huge, and the screen space next to it is so small that it isn't of much use. Notification icons are missing, network operator is missing, and even the status icons have been reduced to a very minimum. The percentage display option for the battery icon has been removed for whatever reason as well. In addition, the notch was poorly implemented into the system. There is a slight gap in between the notch and the apps, which wastes space and looks ugly. Also, on some apps, the headline will partially disappear behind the notch, which again looks ugly. Powered by a Snapdragon 845, the Xiaomi Mi 8 offers plenty of processing power, which is not even being remotely close to being fully utilized by modern apps and games. The result, without any exception, is a buttery smooth system and app performance, as well as very high frame rates even in the most demanding mobile games. The cooling has been improved a lot compared to the Mix 2S. Running a throttle test, it becomes obvious that they managed to eliminate thermal throttling entirely. All models of the Xiaomi Mi 8 are equipped with 6GB of LPDDR4X RAM and thus offer a solid multitasking performance. Further models with 4GB of RAM and 8GB of RAM are supposed to be released soon. The internal storage is powered by fast UFS 2.1 memory, and you can choose between 64GB, 128GB and 256GB of capacity. microSD card expansion is not supported. Regarding the sensors, the Mi 8 doesn't miss anything important and they all work fine, including a compass and gyroscope. A white notification LED is present inside the display notch. The USB Type-C port does support USB 2.0 only and packs OTG support. The fingerprint scanner on the rear is great. It reacts with a near to no delay and is extremely reliable on a daily basis. But still, most will probably never use it because the phone also packs infrared-powered face unlock. And this works extremely well and pretty much never fails. In addition, it even works in full darkness, so you don't need any light to unlock your phone with your face. Currently, the Mi 8 runs MIUI 9.5 based on Android 8.1 with security patch from May 2018. Right now there is no global ROM for the Mi 8, so you have to either use the China firmware or some community translated custom ROM. You can pick from Mandarin and English in the language settings of the China firmware. A global ROM with multi-language support is supposed to be released soon. One step forward is the wide mobile network support on the Xiaomi Mi 8. The phone finally packs global network support including band 20 LTE, and the reception quality is top-notch as usual. The Mi 8 also packs dual-band AC Wi-Fi with 2x2 MU MIMO with fast data rates and again a very good reception quality. Xiaomi also didn't leave out the latest Bluetooth 5.0 standard as well as support for NFC. Another neat bonus is the support of dual-band GPS and GLONASS. This technology makes up for a better signal quality and thus enhances reliability but also accuracy. And indeed, my tests did confirm this, especially when it comes to bad weather conditions. The Mi 8 performs noticeably better during navigation and tracking than competitors. There are more bad things though, and one of them is audio quality. For whatever reason, Xiaomi cancelled stereo speakers on the Mi 8, making a huge step backwards compared to the Mi 6 or the Mi Mix 2S. The Mi 8 once again misses a 3.5mm headphone jack and instead relies on the usual Type-C adapter. Telephony audio quality itself is good, but there are issues with the noise cancellation. Background noise for some reason isn't filtered out at all, and during windy weather I often had to scream into the microphone in order to be understood properly. Dual camera, two 12-megapixel sensors, f1.8 aperture, 2x optical zoom and optical 4-axis image stabilization. If these specs sound familiar to you, you are right. It's the very same camera that has been used in the Xiaomi Mi Mix 2S already. The results are as good as identical. You can expect a really good camera at daylight that delivers very detailed and sharp pictures. Colors do look either intense or natural depending on if you use the AI feature or not. The optical 2x zoom does a great job getting faraway buildings and objects to appear a bit larger. At night, the camera delivers a solid performance in automatic mode. Inside a city, the camera catches a great amount of light even without any long exposure. The result are sharp and rather detailed pictures with near to no shutter delay. What remains as bad as on the Mix 2S is the bokeh or portrait mode. The Mi 8 again zooms in a lot when you activate this mode, which can lead to shaky pictures. Also, the bokeh effect isn't very accurate and most of the time looks like crap. The biggest difference between the Mix 2S and the Mi 8 cameras can be found on the front camera. The Mi 8 packs a much larger 20-megapixel front camera, which takes really good selfies not only at daylight but also in low light situations. Another thing that has been improved is optical video stabilization. If you had Xiaomi phones before, you know they never did a good job there, but with the Mi 8 for the first time they did. The Mi 8 supports smooth panning and close-up or macro recordings out of the hand. Also, when walking, it does a great job stabilizing the picture. There are some flaws though. First, videos recorded with the Mi 8 suffer from a reddish tint, making colors look wrong. In addition, as with most Xiaomi phones, the Mi 8 has audio issues. This time audio doesn't sound like an underwater recording like on other phones, but it does sound extremely flat with no bass at all, and there's another issue, there is no stereo sound. What the hell? This is a video recording test using the main camera of the Xiaomi Mi 8, and this one supports recording with 4K resolution at... In terms of battery life, the Mi 8 is slightly better than the Mi Mix 2S. Thanks to the 3400 mAh cell along the power-saving AMOLED screen, it's capable of reaching a screen-on time of more than 8 hours, and power users should always be able to get through the day easily. Charging the battery from 20 to 100% takes 1.5 hours, but bear in mind that Xiaomi doesn't ship a quick charge 4 Plus charger with the phone. If you buy one, charging will be a bit faster. Wireless charging, unfortunately, is not supported. So what is the verdict? Well, the Mi 8 ain't a bad phone, that's for sure, but to be honest, I don't think it is what an anniversary phone should be either. The Mi 8 partially seems a bit uninspired, and the notch makes me believe that Xiaomi just copied it to have a notch instead of really thinking about it. What I don't understand either is why the hell they skipped stereo speakers and wireless charging on the Mi 8. I personally think that the Mi Mix 2S is the real Mi 8. It seems to me that Xiaomi just didn't have the courage to keep going their own way with the Mi series, which of course would mean building high-end phones with a small form factor. After using the Xiaomi Mi 8 for more than 2 weeks as a daily driver, I am definitely satisfied with it, but I am also not very impressed on the other hand. After all, the Xiaomi Mi 8 just is another high-end phone which does not stick out of the crowd. And with that being said, we reached the end of this review. A shop link and more information are located down in the video description. I was Christopher for CMM, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.